Hi, this is NIJ Lifestyle, and we are celebrating International Women's Day all this week and month. Actually, every day is Women's Day. But this week, especially, we thought of interviewing a woman entrepreneur who brings something unique to the field. As it is, we see women in every sphere of life. But one distinct quality of women is, I personally feel, is that they always go for more ethical choices and something more organic. Perhaps they have an affinity to it. So we have someone very interesting today. Our guest today is Sujaya Walia. She's the founder and CEO of Sue's Yogi Kettle, a brand of Tizzans based out of Gurgaon, but they are present all over India in different stores and retail and hotels. I mean, you often spot their products. So, welcome, Sujaya, to the show.
Thank you, Shivani.
It's
Lovely
so good to
be
have
here
you.
this afternoon.
Yes. So, first of all, I'd like to ask you, how did your entrepreneurial journey begin? Did you always want to do something of your own?
Actually, it was a beautiful explosion of my keen interest in alchemy, love for natural living, my experience with a life threatening illness, and my innate need to constantly explore and experiment. So that's what I think finally catapulted me into starting my own label and my own blend of tisanes. And haven't looked back since, and it's now we're in our fifth year.
Wonderful. So, for the benefit of our viewers, let's first let them know what artisans. All I know is they are some sort of herbal teas. So, if you could tell us.
The way I like to mention tisanes is they're a tea blend with a mission. So it's a beverage that offers pleasure, taste, and a cupful of health. And if it's brewed with intent and a bit of kitchen magic, it offers much more than what meets the eye. So essentially, it's an amalgamation of herbs and spices that we blend together to approach a specific health benefit that we want that tisane to give. And our tisanes are completely caffeine free. We don't use any tea per se. So they're all organic herbs and spices and different parts of plants that we blend together for our tisanes.
And why did you choose this particular segment to get into?
So while modern medicine is unrivaled in its ability to save lives and its effectiveness in life-threatening situations, I feel natural medicine and plants have a far-reaching impact on prevention of illnesses. And I have worked with plants for many years now, and I have realized that over the years, it actually bolsters our ability to fight pathogens that cause illness. And therefore, what I am trying to do is to complement what Ayurveda does, what herbalists do, and complement the human body in a way where you don't get to a stage where you need medical intervention. There are times when you can't do anything about it, and it does happen. But we are looking to basically constitute such a strong foundation in our bodies that there is wellness in every day of what we do, and it deeply impacts our immune system and how our immune system works when attacked by these pathogens. And I believe if done right and in as a part of our daily routine, there is an immense benefit that can be derived.
Okay, I see the screen moving a bit.
Yes, I am sorry, but I have a 11-year-old huge golden retriever who refuses to not to be left out of any of my interviews. So
Okay.
he plonked himself right here, and in the bargain, I think moved.
I thought you've got some magic potion going on, bubbling away. So could you give us a look at some of your products? I mean, if you have some designs.
Yes, I will share pictures. What I am sipping this afternoon is one of my favorites, which is our hibiscus glow.
Wow.
And that's a blend of hibiscus, of cinnamon, of a little bit of chamomile and raspberry leaf. and it's a great one for this season, which works for women's vanity because it's lovely for the skin, the hair, the nails.
Wow.
But apart from that, it's great for your heart, it's great for your metabolism in the body, and as the months get warmer, it's great to keep you cool. So what we do have is a range of different designs that I
You
do.
have different designs for different
So each
seasons.
of our blends, like I said, comes with a very special health benefit. One of our most popular ones is Sleep Easy. And as much as we think it's the older generation that is relying on it, the largest part of my clientele for Sleep Easy is unfortunately the 18 to 30 age bracket. Uh,
Okay.
but yes, it just sort of is a reflection of how lifestyles have changed and how environments have changed for the younger generation.
And you have more women customers, uh,
Uh, I
clients?
would say yes, percentage wise, it's a 60-40. But I do have a lot of men who are our post workout Tizan is a popular blend with them, and our 3 p.m. pick me up, which is a great office Tizan to have. Cut down on that umpteenth cup of tea or coffee in the office. So it is more women, but we have a large percentage of male
Even
audience as
actually,
well.
even in household, perhaps most of the decisions of buying are done by women. So probably it's used
Yes,
by everybody.
yes, yes. It's used by everybody, but the decisions, like you said, for what comes in definitely to the kitchen is
Mhm.
made by the woman.
Okay. So, which part of the business you like to take care of, and which you like to delegate?
I am a completely out and out operations person, roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty kind of person. So the operation, the manufacturing, the planning of it, and the execution of the actual business is what I enjoy the most. The sales and marketing is not my forte, and thankfully, with social media coming up so well, we are able to rely on and cash in on the younger generation that knows that area of business so well. And so yes, so sales and marketing definitely delegated, and I tend to keep to the operations in the back end of the business.
Great. So, how do you balance your family with work? Any mantras you can give to young, aspiring entrepreneurs?
So I would say two things really that have worked for me. One is prioritization. It may not necessarily be the same throughout your business or your work life. Priorities change, and it's important to realize what's important when for you. I've been lucky to have a supportive family and have been able to take time off from work completely in the initial years when my children were young, and then delegate that responsibility to other members of the family when I needed to spend more time with the business. So definitely prioritize, so you don't feel at any point in time you are having to choose, which often becomes a dilemma for women who want to pursue either jobs or careers or even passions.
Yes.
uh, the idea is not to get into a situation where you're choosing, because there is guilt attached to a choice always, because there is one part which will suffer, and both are equally important to your growth. So prioritize as you go along in life and see what's more important for you at that point in time, and just go ahead with it without feeling guilty about it. And
Okay.
delegation, I would say, is the second one. Delegate. So I spend a lot of time, resources, and effort in training my team. Delegation then becomes a breeze, and easy to do.
And how do you think men can contribute for more gender parity?
Well, you asked that question, Shivani, but I don't think men can contribute at all, because I'd like to look at it that the power of for that remains with the women completely. You start by raising your sons who need partners rather than caregivers. You value the work that women do at home because it's indispensable. Nobody can step into your shoes and do the work at home that you do. On a global footprint, I would say world leaders need to understand the power of parity. And I think a very recent survey said that bridging that gap, that gender gap, would actually add to $12 trillion worth of global growth. So that in itself is a huge, um, you know, advantage that we should all look at.
Sure. Now, coming back to your Tisanes, where can our viewers, if they want to buy, I mean, where do we find your Tisane? Mostly it's
So we
online
do.
or
Yes, I have a website where you can order directly online. We do serve in cafes and restaurants and hotels across the country where they're on menus or at spas. We don't sell at any stores because we believe in blending fresh. So we don't put our tisanes onto shelves where they, may lie in not so convenient circumstances with heat and dust and all of that. So directly is the best, and we ship globally, so that's not an issue.
okay, wonderful. So now I have a rapid fire round for you.
Yeah.
Because I know you brew such lovely, with such lovely ingredients. So, favorite herb to work with for you?
Dandelion, because it's the greatest tonic herb of all time. The entire plant is restorative and rejuvenating.
Okay, wonderful. So, this segment is a lot about wellness too. So, I'm glad we'll get some tips. One herb which is the best for women throughout their life. I mean, which every woman should try and have.
Don Quai, I would say Don Quai and raspberry leaf. Don Quai is one of the foremost female herb tonics. It's a hormone regulator. It's high in iron, great for balancing your menstrual cycles. So Don Quai, definitely raspberry leaf, also especially for women conceiving, looking to conceive. It's great to strengthen your pelvic area.
Okay. Something for girls in puberty, young girls.
The simplest thing that everybody has in their kitchen is ginger, and it's which is great for menstrual cramps. So just a decoction of a ginger tea is something that works brilliantly. For most of those who don't have underlying issues that are leading to the cramps, but for general thing, ginger is great.
Okay. One herb for beauty, vanity,
Her,
any
what I
ingredient.
was drinking, hibiscus, and
Okay.
all time. Summer, winter, it's absolutely divinely refreshing in the summer if iced and served with lemon.
I had heard of hibiscus oil for hair, but you can consume it also.
Yes, yes. This is a different variety of the hibiscus where we use the calyx. The
Okay.
flower is the calyx, really, not the blooming hibiscus that you see. But it's loaded with antioxidants, vitamins. So it's a perfect tisane for your summer goddess look.
Okay, wow. Okay, tell us a funny incident when you started out blending and when you used to sit with all these ingredients, something.
So I think it would be one comes to mind where I was doing a training for my team, a new team where some of them absolutely had no idea about herbs, and we had
And
taught them
many of
herbs.
the words you mention are tongue twisters.
So we were introducing the team to the herbs, how they looked and how they taste and how they blended and why we blend certain herbs and mix them with each other. And one of the young ladies there decided to play a little trick on us in our blend and substituted one of our herbs, echinacea, with a spearmint, where the leaves were similar cut, and you couldn't really tell that it was something else. And fortunately for her, I was obviously not very happy with it because we were going through a formal training session. But when we tasted what she had done with the herb, it was divine. It was absolutely beautiful. So everybody outvoted me, saying that I'm sorry, your original recipe doesn't work. This one's far better on taste. So we actually did keep a percentage of spearmint in that blend. So yeah.
I think that's what women leaders bring. They are so adaptable and practical, I would say.
Yes, And
Also,
nobody knows everything, and sometimes you just need a fresh outlook, a fresh perspective, and you have a
okay. So, what are the major issues for which people go for Tisanes today faced by people?
So I would say largely sleep is one, which is related to stress, lifestyle choices that people make, or lifestyle dilemmas that they have, where they don't have a choice in terms of work hours. And we've turned everything on its head in terms of how we work, when we eat, when we sleep. So definitely sleep is one of the big issues that I have a lot of clients approaching me for. And I said we have a special blend called Sleep Easy, which works on a combination, just not as a nervine calmer, but also it has lemon balm, which works on the digestive system, because we do believe that until your digestive system stops working and is settled at night, you will not be able to sleep well. So it also works on that, in calming your digestive system, making sure that that's settled before you can fall into a deep sleep.
Okay.
Vanity has always been great with women and their search, the quest for quicker beauty in a bottle. So we have Glow Kettle and Hibiscus Glow that work really well on a very basic level of how your body is supposed to function. And I believe that radiance shines through in your skin and your hair if your body is working the way it should.
Your favorite go-to Tisane?
At the moment, Hibiscus Glow for
Okay.
sure. Winter, I actually the whole family spends their winter with our winter shield in the morning. So there's no tea in the
I
morning, no coffee.
I think
We,
I ordered it once. I've had it.
so
Really love.
for the cooler parts of our months in Delhi, winter shield through the winter, that keeps us protected from viruses and pathogens that are part of the season.
So, one last mantra or motto that you follow, how you run this company, and what Sue's Yogi Kettle stands for.
Well, we believe in what I like to term as absolute beauty, which is the inner radiance shining through you in your physical form, no matter how you are. And there is no substitute for that. So when you look at absolute beauty, you take time out for yourself to balance your mind and your body and the needs for your soul. And it automatically is a pure formula for absolute beauty throughout your life.
That's so inspiring and so soothing at the same time, just like your brand. Thank you so much for joining us, Sujaya.
It's been a pleasure, Shivani, an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.